So here's the speaker so far. I haven't gotten the screen yet, but the screen will go right in front of here. It'll kind of extend off of this arm. This hole's for the wires that go down to the screen. So far I was able to mount in the speakers already. I have the holes here. These are drilled holes from a drill, but in the final product and design they will be put in the software as a mesh. And then, because the speakers are already in, I just hot glued them in here and here at the front. And then I also have two little boxes right here for both control boards because the speaker had two of them instead of just one large one. So they're enclosed, so if I stick my hand in or put anything in here, nothing should interfere with them, touch them, or cause a short. There's two cables right here, one for power, one for audio. When I put everything together, there's going to be probably like 2 to 3 plugs. In the final product, I will try and condense them to hopefully 1. There might be 2, but it'll all depend on what I can do on that. So once I get the screen and the motor, then I can start installing everything. So far also the fabric came in. It's almost like a speaker cloth that I got for to cover this in. So this will kind of cover the exterior of it. There will be like a padded layer to kind of make it squishy instead of just touching it. It also hide all the creases. To not make this base plate go to waste, I will have this upside down. And then the whole entire enclosure will sit on top of it. Only because it gives me a little bit of extra room to hide the wires inside of here. And then, because this is going to be a while to kind of condense everything inside of here, most of the wires can just kind of hide underneath this dome until I can get everything to fit in here. Other things that came in were the calipers that I ordered. Just measuring calipers to measure diameter, kind of just stuff like that, so measure parts. So that was very helpful. And once I get the speaker and I can measure everything. So far I was also able to 3D print one of the gears for the entire enclosure to run on. So far the little sprockets with the belts came in for the motor, so once I get the motor I can put them together. This will be belt driven, so I'm able to have the motor kind of sitting on one end with the bearing at the bottom and then the gear connected to the belt with the motor, and then that'll drive this. The reason I did a belt driven instead of a gear driven is because it's quieter. It also allows more kind of smoother turning other than a gear. A gear would be easier than the belt, so I wouldn't have to mend the belt together, but I thought it'd be nicer to just use the belts instead. So far I kind of have a rough idea of where I'm going to put the microphones. I believe I'm going to have between 4 and 5 on here. Probably 4 on the bass and then maybe 1 or 2 on the speaker to kind of hear you better. And then they'll all be run in either series or parallel to the Raspberry Pi, depending on what I see fit with the microphones. It all depends. I'll start testing those. But yeah, this Monday I should be able to pick up the rest of the parts and put everything together, and hopefully I can start making more headway.